watch that and make sure I don't put song lyrics in it so you guys get confused next time. I don't want that.
Literally, as soon as you did that category, I thought there was going to be something about that song or about that band.
So moving on, question 2 in round 4. This is a video games question, and thank you to Brian Nash for sending this over to me. Or as we
you mean J.K. Simmons?
Or as we like to call him, J.K. Simmons. That's right. Yes.
Get me Spider-Man.
I want that as my ringtone. All right. Your question is, which classic Nintendo video game character was created as a thank you to the company's lawyer? This beloved character was introduced in 1992 and to date has 30 games with their name in the title.
100% locked in.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yep. Cool. We're locked in.
Okay.
Yeah. 30 games with the name in the title. Can it be anything but Mario? And that was the name of their lawyer.
There's actually, and I forget the title, there's a show on Netflix now which goes over the history of a lot of different video game companies from the beginnings. And I think I remember them talking about the lawyer basically, wait a minute, hold on.
It's called High Score.
Yes, and it's a wonderful series.
My friend Danny Pena is featured in that.
Nice.
I mean, what other ones do they have? A lot of Kirby, Link.
No. I think it might be Kirby, actually. I remember that now because Mario was the guy's land. Can you?
Right. Yeah.
Mario was the guy's
landlord of the building that they were. Yeah.
Kirby was his lawyer, and I think they were going out, and he saved the company, and in return, and Kirby was, and then they actually interviewed the lawyer who had unfortunately passed away at time of airing of the show. But I think you're right. That's what it is. It was Kirby.
I'm good with it. Let's lock it in.
Lock in with Kirby.
Okay.
Could I convince you to go Yoshi?
They were so close to locking in.
I know.
Yes, that's Kirby was the lawyer that defended them in the Donkey Kong case because
that's what
Universal Pictures was going to sue them over King Kong and Donkey Kong. Yeah, it's Kirby.
Really good show.
Donkey.
Really good show on Netflix.
The funny part is when Brian sent this over to me, I said, Brian, we can't use that. I asked a Mario question last week, and also this was a question that was asked a while ago. The answer is Mario. And he's like, no, it's Kirby.
Yeah.
And the answer
you
is
said created in 1992. It ain't going to be Mario.
No, that's true. I didn't think about that, but I was,
as soon as you said 92, I'm like, it ain't Mario.
This is where at times where I wish we had cameras, because Noah's face, when you said Kirby, it was just like, bing! Yeah. It was like the light went on and somebody was home.
That was the last episode I watched was the lawsuit one. So it just connected.
Yeah, and
it was almost like you were like, stop talking before I lose it. Stop.
Your last question in round 4 is in science and nature, and this is thanks to
Science.
Nature. Anyway, but many thanks to my buddy and former round 6 guru Rob Warman for this question.
Rob Warman.
All right. Anyway,
by the way, R.I.P. Bob Rohrman.
What?
Found out he passed away a little while back.
Who is this?
He's the guy that does the commercials that we're imitating when we say Rob Warman.
Oh, wow. Okay. No, I didn't realize he passed away. Okay. Thanks for bringing us down, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
All right. Your question is, if you encounter a Weta or a Tutara, and that's spelled Tuatara, in the wild, which country are you in?
Can you spell them again?
Are these Pokemons?
If you encounter a Weta, Weta, or a Tutara, Tuatara, in the wild, which country are you in? It's either Tutara or Tuatara.
Matt, what country were the Thundercats in?
It was the country of Ho, I believe.
No, Thundera.
No, that was their planet, wasn't it? They were on New Earth or something like that.
Oh, okay. It came from Thundera.
Okay, we're locking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we both think we're over there in the Western Pacific. Mm-hmm. And I agree, they do feel like Australia, New Zealand, but I also think they feel possibly Japanese or that realm. Like the Weta and the Tuatara in particular doesn't feel Australian to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also think he did a Japanese word origin question already.
Yeah, that's a strong point. But this was submitted by somebody else.
Oh, yeah, fair.
He may not have noticed.
But Tuatara or Tuatara feels very Pacific Islander to me.
I mean, these could be any number of African countries, too.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that could be some sort of African goat or something.
So here is a thought. Mm-hmm. It has to be an island country.
Right, because it has to be the only place it can be found.
Exactly. It could be something like Madagascar. Madagascar has a number of animals that exist nowhere else in the world.
Yep.
Right? I think it's going to be something like that.
Sure, which brings New Zealand and Australia back into the mix too, though.
It does. Well, Japan as well, right?
Yeah. I like your idea of Madagascar. Because that seems...
I am kind of interested in that one, yeah.
It feels like that's a more unique answer. Mm-hmm. That would make the question more interesting.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
All right, we'll say Madagascar.
Okay.
Okay. Now, a weta, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a really big cricket. The other one I have nothing on. I've never even heard. I don't remember what word you said. I totally lost that one. But
Tuatara.
Tuatara, yeah. The weta, I'm pretty sure, is native to New Zealand. So that's what we locked in with.
Well, if anybody's a fan of the Lord of the Rings movies, the Weta Digital or Weta Workshop is Peter Jackson's company. It is a giant cricket. Tuatara is a reptile, and they are both from New Zealand.
And guess what? My wife has never watched them, so this has been our past couple of nights.
Oh, man. And it's going to continue to be past couple nights with those movies. And if you're watching the special editions, even longer than that.
Matt, we're falling apart over here.
So after 4 rounds, Jonathan and Matt with 90 points. However, Noah and Paul have done a little bit better and have 115. All right, your round 5, question 1 category is, I am a lawyer.
Lawyer.
And your question is, if you are committing the crime of fraud known as wardrobing, what type of fraud law are you breaking?
Who's gonna take
K.I.D.S.
Let me take a note. Show title, K.I.D.S.
It's going to drive Kids Incorporated out of your head.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, we'll lock in.
Okay.
Paul, you wanna go with that one? I can't think of anything better than counterfeiting, unless you can think of like the legal term is what I'm trying to think of. Is you know like the.
Well, I guess the legal term is wardrobing, but we're wondering if it's not like counterfeiting jewelry, like fake Rolexes. My first thought was like fake designer clothing, putting a Coach label on a knockoff bag or something. If it's that kind of counterfeiting. I'd wondered if it was buying an expensive article of clothing or something, wearing it to an event and then returning it or something like that. But I guess
I can't think of a better term for it.
I just want to say counterfeiting.
That's what I was thinking. I just can't think of a more specific term that would.
I guess what we're saying is counterfeiting, but not money. More like designer items.
Yeah.
Okay. Counterfeiting designer items is our locked in answer.
Got it. Jonathan and Matt.
I thought wardrobing could be some kind of... When I think of wardrobe, I think about clothes, right? And I was thinking about the concept of dressing up to look like somebody else. Disguise, exactly. Yeah. And then that took me to identity theft, which is definitely a crime. And so that's where we ended up. So we locked in with identity theft.
Okay.
I like their answer better.
I do.
Well,
I can't say it's right.
Unfortunately, this is the question where I stump both teams. The answer is return fraud. It's where you purchase an item, use it, and then return it to the store.
You guys were there and didn't know a name for it.
I didn't have a name for it at all. I couldn't even gotten there.
Yeah, they call it wardrobing, even though most of the time it's done with clothes, but also it's done, especially around Super Bowl time, with big screen TVs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's considered fraud.
Yeah, that is considered fraud because you have used it. So you should not return it.
I mean, I only wore it 6 times. It was, and not even for more than like a few hours at a time. Jeez,
exactly.
get off my back.
I wore this 42-inch screen TV just for fun.
It was a Halloween outfit.
All right.
I went to the Super Bowl party.
I mean, I bought the tuxedo, sure, and I didn't intend to play 6 rugby games in it, but come on, it just doesn't fit well anymore.
It's as good as new.
Just spontaneous.
Your next question in round 5, and many thanks to Scott Barber for this one.
Scotty Too Hottie.
That's right. This is in sports ball.
Sports.
And your question is, what Australian is currently the number 1 ranked women's tennis player in the world? Although her name sounds like she could be a Pokemon catching Death Eater.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, why
we'll
not?
lock in
Why
with that
not?
guess.
Our almost assuredly wrong answer.
That's right. We're locked in.
Well, I don't know tennis. I don't know Pokemon. I barely know women. Noah, you said you know old school Pokemon. Now, okay. Like a Pokemon catching Death Eater. There are 2 words in there that I understand. Okay, I did read Harry Potter, so Death Eaters do fit in. Okay, does Death Eater have any connotation to Pokemon?
And again, my Pokemon knowledge stopped back in the old Game Boy days. So
Gotcha. Okay, so
fancy kids and your new Pokemons.
your Mewtwo's, and let's just pick a Death Eater and we'll just say Lestrange. And I don't know if we want to. It sounds like, I don't know. Does that have anything to do with Pokemon that you can think of?
Not that I can think of, but it might be referencing something newer that I obviously just haven't kept up with. So unless it's like Pika Lestrange or something like that, I can't think of anything that would connect on there.
Okay, we are going to lock in with Lestrange.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know. But we did know somehow, some way, I believe the name of the Pokemon trainer, the main little boy, I believe his name was Ash Ketchum. Mm-hmm. By the way, Matt, after they started talking, I thought, what if the person's name is Trainer? Because a Pokemon trainer is the person who's catching the Pokemon, I believe. Yeah. That's the word for him. But and then I listed out a bunch of Death Eaters. And we ended up putting 2 of them together, and we guessed that this person's name is Ashley Malfoy.
Okay. Well, you guys caught on a little bit to it. Unfortunately, once again, I stumped both of y'all, and I'm not a fan of that, but we'll blame Scott for this one. Her name is Ash Barty. Ash Barty.
We're on the right track.
Short for Ashley.
Like Barty Crouch.
Yeah, Barty Crouch.
All right. Scott, you think we're smarter than we are.
All right, now I'm afraid
Scott,
to ask
stop
this.
getting your questions from Nick.
Oh, I'm really afraid to ask this next question now. Okay.
It could be a stumping round. The whole round could be a stumper.
I know, right? I don't like that at all. The last question in round 5 is in Broadway. Oh, boy.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Actor Nathan Lane's original name was Joseph Lane. He changed his name to Nathan based on the character of Nathan Detroit from what famous Broadway musical?
Got it.
I can lock that in.
I can too.
Oh, we got 2 people who are confident.
Thank you, Jesus!
Go for it, Paul. Cause,
oh, thank God. Okay, we could get out of this.
So one of us, I don't know, Matt, you got to write it down for me here.
Yeah, who's locking in first is the question.
All right, we're locked in.
All right, they're locked in. So Noah and Paul.
Okay, I am reasonably certain that Nathan Detroit is from Guys and Dolls.
Okay,
I said Guys and Dolls.
The answer is Guys and Dolls. Well done.
All right,
we're out of the desert. All right, I like it. So after 5 rounds, Noah and Paul 125, Jonathan and Matt 100. And in this episode, we're trying something new here. Round 6 used to be the Rob Warman round. Today, it is the Jane Carmichael round. So Jane is 3 questions.